Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Your host, the Raven, here, bringing you some more Cuphead action. I was playing this. I beat the circus boss, the clown boss. I forgot his name. His name escapes me at the moment. And I walked up to this, and I'm thinking, can I do two bosses in a row? Is that possible? They are tough. They are not pushovers, and I like that. It's a boss run. The whole game is a boss run, broken up with like stage between with stages and mini games and stuff in it. So if you're gonna make a game that's a boss run, obviously you can't have the bosses get killed like really easily. I mean, the game would be beat in like 10 minutes or so, and I couldn't imagine the producers of this game, the creators of this game, making their bosses so easy to that all the years of hard work doing this and this animation thing and the sound. I mean, the music is great. It's era specific. It's just amazing. It goes along with everything. It's great. And just years and years of work, years and years of effort just for like everybody just to pop the game in and beat it in 10 minutes or so. But oh yeah, I beat Cuphead. I seen everything. That I just couldn't imagine that. So I'm glad these bosses are difficult. The big thing about the difficulty of the game is everybody complains about that. The game is difficult, and I can see that nobody wants a whole game that's kind of tough to go through. So I can see that argument, but I also see the side that that's what the game is about. Like fundamentally, it has to be tough. Just for the nature of its gameplay. It's a boss rush game. So anyway, that being said, I was skeptical about taking on the Baroness right after taking on the clown, and I said, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to try two bosses in a row, because I've done that on the first stage or whatever, but, as each stage goes by, the bosses get harder, there's more mechanics, there's more complexities to the fights. And that clown was insane. He's tough. So I was like, I don't know. I don't want to do the Baroness. So anyway, I came back to it today, and lo and behold, it's I expected it to be good because it's Cuphead. So far, it has not disappointed. None of the boss fights feel slouchy. I expect it to be good, but it's kind of like a CD. You look the artist, they make kick-ass music or whatever, but not every song on the CD is your favorite. Some you might not even like, so you want to skip some songs or whatever. So I was kind of thinking this will be good, but it probably won't be that good. It won't be one of my favorites, but I immediately fell in love with it. Not only is it tough, but the fact that it changes every single time you fight it because you don't know what combination of guys of her of the mini bosses she creates will come out, and plus each one is animated uniquely. Their attacks are unique. It's crazy, and it's almost she's a boss that you want to lose to her. And the reason is you want to lose her because you want to see all her minions and all their attacks. And I'm thinking, okay, well, she has 3 stages before she comes after you. And, so there can only be 3 guys. Because most of the time, that's what the developers make. If it's a boss, he'll have 3 minions. You got to beat them 3 and, as they come out, and then he comes out. But they did not slouch on production. They are so creative. There's more than just 3. So like you don't know who you could get. It might be the waffle guy. It might be I think there's 4 total. There's the waffle guy, the ice cream cone guy, the gumball machine, and the candy corn. Oh, and the jawbreaker. So no, there's 5. There's 5 of them. Maybe there's a hidden fourth one. No, a hidden sixth one. A hidden sixth mini boss if you like do something crazy or something. That would be amazing. But there's 5 guys, and also not only does the guys there, whichever one comes out, the mini boss comes out, the attack pattern stays the same. However, depending on whether it comes first, second, or third, the order in which she releases it determines other conditions in the battlefield. Stage 1, there's no other conditions. You just have to focus on the boss and the mini boss and its attacks. Stage 2, you have to focus on the mini boss, and a little jelly bean dude comes out of the gate with a sword. Stage 3, You have the bosses, the mini boss attacks, the jelly bean attacks, and Von Baroness comes out herself to attack you too. So, and the different patterns of the bosses, especially the gumball machine. Some of those boss patterns, they may be really easy in stage 1 and stage 2, but they're a nightmare in stage 3. And also, it's a nightmare. And some bosses on stage, if they come out third, it's not a big deal. But if they come out first, it's like, oh crap, here's this guy. You know what I mean? So it's just amazing. The creativity is off the chain. It's off the charts. Everyone talks about the graphics, and then every review I've heard about Cuphead is the same. Graphics are great, but it's too hard. Pass. Or no, well, not so much pass, but it's not. They feel kind of like not unsatisfied, but they just seem like it's not the thrill they were expecting or something. But for me, it's like, don't just look on the surface. Look at the creativity behind it. Look how it plays, and also know what it is. If you don't like boss fights in games, if you're more of a casual player, well, not so much casual, maybe you play games all the time, but you don't do so much boss fighting like the games like SimCity, or some games where it just doesn't involve boss fights or PvP or something. If that's what you're used to, then no, don't get Cuphead. Watch videos so you can see the gorgeous graphics, but don't have to be involved in the gameplay. If you could take a little bit of a challenge, but not too much, I wouldn't recommend it either. But if you like a challenge, even a moderate challenge, if you like at least a moderate challenge with your games, and you do enjoy a cool boss encounters or whatever, then this is the game for you. So that's how it is. But anyway, quick commentary on the boss's minions. I would say my least favorite are the waffle. He feels cheap sometimes. Candy corn I hated at first, but then once because at first you think I thought I knew his pattern, but then you get killed by him a couple times. You're like, wait a minute, I haven't fully got his pattern down pat yet. And that's another thing. He has a lot of mechanics. So actually, my opinion of Candy Corn has gone up. I would say the ice cream guy. He killed me the first time I fought him, but then he, once you get his pattern is the simplest. Out of all of them, the ice cream guy is the easiest, I would say. Out of all of them, the waffle guy I think is cheap. I don't like him because if you get pinned in the corner or something like that, especially if you're on part 3, that's a nightmare. He's one of those ones that it's a nightmare in the end. You hope he gets released first or not at all. Let's see, Jawbreaker's in the middle. Jawbreaker, sometimes you just kick his ass like he stole something. And then there's times where you just keep messing up, you keep making mistakes, and he gets you. Gumball Machine, I would say this has my favorite pattern out of all of them. Because it's easy to read. Every now and then you'll you'll misread a gumball or whatever, or situations will pin you in a corner or some things of that nature. But I kind of like Gumball. He's easy to deal with. When you see him come out, it's like, okay, this could be dangerous, but let's keep our cool. So, that's my opinion on her minions. Baroness Von Bon Bon herself, I think is a little bit creepy. She reminds me of an old neighbor lady or something that's just unfriendly and creepy or whatever, and you don't know why she's got a bug up her shorts, this is something, that's how she reminds me of. But anyway, animation on her is amazing. Animation on the minions is amazing. The battle is creative, is all get out. I love the backgrounds. It's awesome. The house is amazing. It's just a great boss fight. So anyway, that's all I gotta say about Baroness Von Bon Bon. That's enough of me talking. Rest of the video, please enjoy it. It's me, keep fighting her until I beat her. This is the first time I fought her until the end. So, it took me some tries because it's a difficult game. It does have difficulty. And you will die. So, be prepared to sit down for some time. It's not like something like, oh, well, I got 5 minutes before my friend comes to pick me up. Let me play Cuphead. Well, nah. I mean, unless you're just really, really good at the game and you can just beat the guy, in 5 minutes or whatever, or beat it in 5 minutes, sure. But if it's your first time fighting a boss and you're an average Joe, or like myself, you're not gonna just you can't do that. 5 minutes is like you might can get close. Because some patterns, if you see in other video games or whatever. So some bosses is like, okay, I see what he's doing. I can get a little bit, might get set. Might almost beat him the first time. There's a couple of bosses I've come close to victory the first time. But so that's how that is. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for more awesome content, more awesome Cuphead videos. I'm not doing the whole game. I'm really just going piece by piece at this moment. Whatever boss fight I like or feel like uploading, that's the one that I'll do and I'll put up. So anyway, just enjoy the video and thank you for watching. Have a great day.